It's quarantine, day 14. Mrs. Street hasn't been able to leave her house to go to burn boot camp, but that hasn't stopped her. She's been able to work out every single day. Let's do this.
After a workout, it's important to get the right nutrients. Normally, when we're at the gym, we all buy protein shakes and split them. If all 8 of us will each drink 3/5 of a cup of protein shakes, how many protein shakes do we have to buy so everyone has enough?
What up, my quarantine math people? Back at it again. Let's dive right in. You know, if you are an avid quarantine math follower, you know we love our sides check here. So my statement's going to say, you will need, I'm going to try to do it, good handwriting, you will need to buy blank protein shakes so everyone has enough. So when I go back, and if I'm going to use my statement as my guiding light, I'm looking for anything about protein shakes, right? And then anything that I'm going to have to buy. And so it says, so everyone will have enough. So I'm looking for something about people, what they're buying, and protein shakes, right? Because that is what they're buying. So when I went back and identified these things, I found that there were 8 people. Okay, that was about people. It's about everyone. And then each of them, each person drinks 3/5, right, of a protein shake. So that's also important because this shows me I'm probably going to be doing a part whole model here. Okay, and then at the end, it's really key that everyone has enough. And I'm going to show you why in a second. But I'm looking for how many protein shakes so everybody will have enough. I know that I'm doing a part whole model because it was saying each person's going to drink 3/5, right? So every one person is going to have 3/5. Now, it could be multiplication or division. I'm not sure yet. But let me go ahead and draw my 8 people. And I'm probably not going to draw all 8. Okay, I just want to make even groups as much even as possible. And, oh, that's not really even, but I did my best. So 1, 2, 3, 4, ... 8 people. And each of them drinks 3/5 of a protein shake. Now, the reason I knew the 3/5 went inside is because that was my part. It said each person is doing this, right? So each something had 3/5. So that is what is going inside. I used a keyword to help me know what was the part of my part whole model. And then I'm looking for blank protein shakes, right? And I know, because I've been doing this a while, that whatever my total is, whatever that number represents, whether it's unicorns, butterflies, rainbows, or protein shakes, that's what the part also has to be. So I can double check that my pieces are in the right place, because if my total is protein shakes, that means my numbers inside the part whole model, so 3/5, should also be representing protein shakes. And they are, because it was 3/5 of a protein shake, right? So that makes sense. Check mark, I'm good to go. So now I know that I have my groups and I have how many is in each group. So it looks to me like I'm doing 8 groups of 3/5. So I'm doing repeated addition, but I'm going to choose to think about it as multiplication. So how do you multiply a whole number times a fraction? We're going to use the shortcut today. Put the 1 underneath to make the denominator 1. You multiply across, you get 24/5. Okay. If you don't know how to multiply fractions, check out our multiplying fraction song, which I will link in the description. Now I have an improper fraction, which I know is bigger than 1. So I could take out my big 1 number bonds to decompose it. Or, matter of fact, that's what I'm going to do, because I like to show conceptually what I'm doing, right? Some of you might have just divided it, and that's okay too. Okay. So I know 5/5 is equal to 1 whole. Oops, so I have another 5/5 that's equal to 1 whole. That's why I put the 1 around it. That's what that's supposed to be. It's supposed to be a big block 1, not a rectangle, okay? Plus another 5/5, plus another 5/5. There we go. And then I'd have a leftover of 4/5. So when I decompose 24/5 into, remember, let me just draw that right there, into groups of 1 whole, right, which is 5/5, my answer for this is 4 whole shakes and 4/5 of another shake. However, that is the math answer. That didn't answer my statement. So if you put 4 and 4/5, you actually got this answer wrong because it's not 4 and 4/5. If you know that they're going to need 4 whole shakes and 4/5 of another shake, typically at a gym, they're not going to let you buy 4/5 of a shake, right? They're not going to open it up and dump some out. So you would have to buy 5 whole protein shakes so that everybody has enough. So if you got 4 and 4/5, you might have got your math answer right, but you didn't answer the correct question. And yes, it does matter for those who are saying, well, it doesn't matter, I got it right. It does matter. That's why we write our statement so we know what question to answer. So we developed our plan using a part whole model. We wrote our equation by knowing what a part whole model is. It's repeated addition. We solved it and we checked it. I know after Miss Street works out, she's going to be washing her hands. She's not going to be touching her face. And if she's feeling sick, she's going to stay inside. Okay, so just be like Miss Street. She's awesome. Division I soccer player for all you athletes out there. Do what she does. Roll Tide. All right, I don't like Alabama. That's just where she went. Matter of fact, I strongly dislike Alabama, if we're really being honest. But that's okay. I like Miss Street, so that's awesome. All right? So as always, stay safe, do math. I'm out.